lost it because I was describing it.
Well, I find it interesting because you said you have someone draw a clock, but draw an analog clock, not a digital clock.
Yeah, you're not just writing words in the box. I mean, the letters
How do you
and
draw
numbers
a
in a box.
digital clock?
Put a box, rectangle, and then you write numbers. You put two numbers, dots, two numbers.
That's interesting because you can't really draw a digital. Well, you can.
I could draw a digital clock.
This is even an interesting topic because if you take a clock and you don't have to put the numbers on it, you can just put the hands on it and you can kind of figure it out.
You can, yes, with the clock, you can figure it out.
You can't.
Yeah.
You have to put the numbers on it.
You have to put the numbers on it.
If you don't put the numbers on it, the options are endless.
Like, I don't even have to, like, if you have no dots, no anything on a digital clock, and as long as I know which way is north on that clock, so which way is up on that clock, so where the 12 o'clock is, as long as I know where the 12 o'clock is as a reference, I can tell what time it is.
If you've got time after this, we'll talk about some magic tricks that use digital clocks and analog clocks that you might find interesting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That would be fun.
So we've got another 15 minutes, folks.
15 minutes.
This has been intense. I mean, interesting, not intense.
Yeah, I thought my wife was going to show up 15 minutes ago. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'll show up and maybe maybe I'll just jump in on your conversation for a little while."
Time's not up yet.
Yep, exactly.
Only the shadow knows. But I like going down these rabbit holes because my brain ends up. I'm sort of like a contraire kind of. Some will say this is the way it is, but then how about this?
That was the question. You were asking me how I perceive it versus other people perceive it. And do I perceive it differently because of my heavy amount of understanding? Yes. I think I have a heavy amount of understanding because I became fascinated by it because I see it differently than a lot of other people.
The chicken and the egg kind of thing?
I think so. Because I don't experience hallucinogens exactly like other people experience them. I've never had a full ego death on it. Like a lot of people talk about full ego death. Trust me, like I should have. I definitely have had moments where I should have experienced an ego death. And
clarify what ego death is.
Dissolution of self. You're so far out there that you cease to exist. Like